Hong Kong protesters wave American flag, sing national anthem.
Here's a summary of the article.
Hong Kong seemed to be heading to a Tiananmen-like situation with thousands of protesters thronging the streets. A video posted on Twitter shows pro-democracy supporters in Hong Kong waving the American flag, adding to the fury of the Beijing-backed government. The protest had initially started in angst against a bill introduced in February which allowed the city's citizens to be extradited by the Chinese government. Despite a suspension of the bill, citizens have demanded more political and democratic reforms. Hong Kong's autonomy from China runs out in 2045, putting the city's future in jeopardy, should the city fall into the communist regime. Hua even accused the U.S. political hierarchy of meeting anti-China stakeholders in Hong Kong, thereby criticizing China and instigating activities that undermine the Beijing-backed government. She also added that whatever Hong Kong's problems are, they are China's internal affairs, and urged all external factors to stay out.
This post received a score of 20,844, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How to piss off China 101.
Oh man, I fear Hong Kong's heading to the same fate as the 1989 Tiananmen massacre.
They can't massacre an entire city, let alone one of the most important cities in the world.
China, hold my beer.
Hold my beiju. Japan gets kaiju, China gets baiju. How to calm a rampaging kaiju? Give him a kaiju-sized beiju. A kaiju beiju. So basically the story of the Yamata no Orochi.
They should sing China anthem with lyrics only, which is ironically match what is happening in Hong Kong. Arise, we who refuse to be slaves. With our very flesh and blood. Let us build our new Great Wall. The peoples of China are at their most critical time. Everybody must roar defiance. Arise, arise, arise. Millions of hearts with one mind. Brave the enemy's gunfire, march on. Brave the enemy's gunfire, march on. March on, march on, march on, charge. I bet this will make HK police and China very confused, and I'm very curious how will China report this on their news.
That's a pretty metal national anthem, NGL.
I find that countries that go through a bloody revolution tend to have epic anthems, like France and USSR.
For a country that was born in flames, the lyrics of the Soviet anthem are pretty milquetoast.
Greater than milquetoast. I learned a new word today.
That I'll never use.
It's pretty easy for Beijing to sell the U.S. interfering in Hong Kong narrative to the mainland population when Hong Kong people do stuff like this. Isolated events are very easy to cherry-pick and present to an already biased audience. Just like people on Reddit are outraged about the girl who lost an eye, people on Weibo are outraged about and waving U.S. flags. To give a better idea, that's on the front page of Reddit right now.
Here in the mainland they firmly believe that US is behind the HK protests. That's the message and they are eating it up. Those flags being raised just make it worse. They need to cut that shit out as it's deflecting from their stated goals. The hate for Westerners here right now is felt.
At least a U.S. diplomat met with HK protesters, Bloomberg link. Imagine if any Chinese diplomat met with any U.S. protester protesting whatever.
Yeah, but the response to that is not to start throwing out chants and symbols indicating you want to be a colony state of the U.S. If you want to be independent, but clinging to U.S. nationalistic symbols is really not the way to go.
I think it's more about evoking the ideals of liberty from tyranny that the flag and anthem embody.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.